back row. Are we clear to cross the road? I think you're good.
I feel like a Girl Scout again.
Everybody look right here. We got Lake Michigan, everybody. Close enough. You can almost see Chicago right on the other side. No,
I can see my house from here.
This is actually Lake Goshorn. Private lake, spring fed, 100 feet deep. Now, it used to be a lot bigger, but I'll explain what happened in a little bit. Right now, we got to go over some safety measures, okay? And I need everybody on here to participate. So hands in the air, everybody. Go ahead, put them up. Put your wrist back at a slight angle. Perfect. Now, if anything happens while we're out there, this is what we call a human roll bar. But it only works if we all stick together, Everybody, this is Fred, our maintenance man. He's working on the sprinkler system, trying to get it up and going. You know, it gets really dry in this area. The humor can get a little dry too. All right, now, what do you think that Fred packs in his lunch pail every day? I don't know, it's usually for little kids, but I figured with this group.
About the same. Know your audience.
Next stop, we'll get way up top, we'll get out, walk around, take some pictures. I'm also going to stop at a spot and tell you a little bit about the history of this area. Now, if we get stuck anytime during this ride, it is 100% up to the back row to get out and push. Thank you, it's just covered up by the sand dunes. Now, does anybody here happen to know the name of that town? Anybody? Y'all know the sandwich joke, but you don't know?
Sorry.
Alright, Singapore was the name of the town. Singapore was established in the early 1800s, done and over with by 1897. Basically just a lumber town. They came in and cut down all the trees in this area. Well, when they cut the trees down, they never planted anything back. So the winds actually started to blow away the topsoil. Well, right underneath that topsoil, of course, was sand. The sand started to move on average 10 feet a year, covering up everything in its path. Covering up the town, filling in Lake Goshorn, and also taking over people's property. So it became a real problem in this area. So in the 1970s, all this grass that we see throughout the dunes was planted every 6 inches by hand to stop the erosion. Now, it's a good thing it happened in the 70s because they had a whole lot of volunteers that wanted to grow grass. It took a little while, but the dunes finally became neutral and saved a lot of property and Lake Goshorn. But one of the best things ever happened because of the dune erosion is the dune rides. Next stop, we'll get out.
Actually, right there, there's 3 of them in the back row. See those 3 turkeys in the back? Now, we do have turkeys running around. We have deer, fox, coyotes. We even get
occasional cougar in this area, but they usually only come out on the weekends. Now we also have a lot of, are you ready for this one? Lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my!
All right, you know the Wizard of Oz. Now, does anybody know who wrote the book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Now, Frank Baum is correct. He wrote that book right around 1900. Now, when he wrote that book, he actually would come up to this area on vacation with his family. He'd stay in Holland, Michigan, and he'd stay at Castle Park. Well, at Castle Park, he got an idea one day, and that idea was Emerald City. So if any of you actually know the Wizard of Oz, you follow the Yellow Brick Road to Emerald City. So it's just not somebody's name, it's actually the main plot of the storyline is based upon this part of West Michigan. Kind of cool, huh? I know you're recording, but you can let go, dude. I'm in the park right now. Ripping on all white knuckle. All right, so keep your eyes open. There's all kinds of wildlife out here. If you do see something, please let me know. I have to focus my attention on the road, and I think that's probably a safe bet, yeah? So if you see something, give me a shout, okay? And we're off to the specialist said that this tree could fall down at any minute.
Yeah, awesome.
Any minute.
I really do see it. They tell you it's always the trick.
Right there, look out, look out. It's funny, isn't it?
I were the driver, I would miss that every time. Like, damn, I missed this. I gotta back up, everybody.
We're crossing. As you can tell, going through smooths out the trail. A lot of times we'll get a lot of like bumps and stuff like that, so we got to do it every 15 to 20 rides. He comes out and smooths everything out. 1954, Dune ride started right here. Now back in those days, there was actually two rides you could choose from. You had a scenic tour, and then you had a thrill ride. Now the scenic tour is very similar to what we're doing right now, but that thrill ride was amazing. I mean, think about it. We're going back to a time where that word we all know now, liability, that didn't even exist. I mean, seatbelts weren't even introduced to automobiles until the late 60s, so imagine going on a thrill ride in the 50s, you know? Now a lot of, oh, you're still recording, aren't you?
Yep.
Hey, stop real quick. I'm gonna tell you guys something really cool. We actually still have the thrill rides. Now they only happen though once a year. It's only in the fall, and it's on a Saturday night. It's called the employee party. And it is wonderful.
How do you get an invite?
We've made friends with that. Maybe we can.
What's right over there? Everybody recognize that? That's where we got out, walked around. Those are the tops of the trees. Kind of cool, huh? So is everybody ready for this?
Yep.
All right. Hands in the air. If you fall out, just tuck and roll.
That's right. That's
Come
right.